Hi, I'm supposed to introduce us, so I was going to say that I was Mark and he was Kathleen, but that's not the case. This is Mark and I'm Kathleen, and we wanted to share a little bit today about why we decided to become health coaches. And so Mark's going to start with why we decided to do it for our own health.
When the doctor starts talking about things like obesity and diabetes and fatty liver disease, and you start looking at the BMI chart and you're too far to the right, it kind of gets your attention. And we were both in that place. We're both still in that place. We are a work in progress. But that was our main objective in becoming coaches, is that it allows us the opportunity to work on our own health and fitness goals. We've tried numerous things before. I tried writing up, workout routines and things, and it just didn't work. So we needed help, and that's why we chose to become coaches, because when we became coaches, we got a coach, and that's just the way it works, and it has made all the difference in the world.
Another reason that we became coaches is we like helping other people. Other than the 7 people that we gave birth to that we get to help, we like to help people outside of our home. We started a nonprofit to support families that have kids with special needs. Our main area of expertise is autism, but we also wanted to reach out to other special needs parents and say we know that it's tough. We understand the sleep deprivation, the financial strain, the difficulty taking care of yourself. And we wanted to reach out to offer that support to others, maybe where it was lacking, where maybe we needed that support too. I've also just really tried to make a ministry of reaching out to special needs moms. It can be very discouraging. So if you can reach out to another person and just encourage them, then you're taking your eyes off of your own struggle for a little bit and encouraging someone else, and that really helps. Mark's always enjoyed working with youth. In the past, we've worked with church youth groups, and I enjoy volunteering to work with the younger kids and things like that. And Mark has worked in management, in retail in the past, and we've kind of done some mentoring through the years, either through employees or youth or things like that. But mostly it just comes down to we like to help other people, and if we can get paid to help other people and to get ourselves healthy, that seemed like a pretty good idea.
That, excuse me, that brings us to the third reason why we've decided this path that we have is the financial aspect of it. A lot of you probably are not aware that I am not working. I haven't been working for 6 years now. We live off of my disability. I was robbed at gunpoint while working, and I suffer from PTSD and severe anxiety and depression. And I don't know if any of you have ever been on disability before, but it is not fun. It's not what the media or sitcoms will make it seem like. You're sitting around just sucking up a paycheck and not doing anything. It's we currently receive about half of what we had made at that time, which was 6 years ago. So any promotions, any raises, that doesn't take into account. We've received the same amount for the last 6 years. I was on kind of the fast track in the retail management world, so I'm pretty confident to say I would have had a few promotions within this
Bonuses.
time. Bonuses, yes. So financially, it has been very, very, very difficult for us. Kathleen mentioned the financial stresses of having the kids with special needs, having kids on special diets, which are not cheap. So
Feeding teenagers.
yes, now we have teenagers. Currently 3 of them. So yeah, it's it's been difficult financially. And along with that, and part of the PTSD is a sense of guilt that I feel. My role was always to be the provider for the family, and I'm not able to do that. So for the last 6 years, I lived with this guilt of I should be providing for my family. This shouldn't be the government taking care of us. Again, most people on disability are portrayed as lazy, and you know, I would love nothing more than to be off from disability and doing something productive to provide for my family, so where I can feel good about myself. Because to be honest with you, a lot of the times I don't feel good about myself. So, which brings us to some financial goals that we have, and the one would be to get off of disability, to be able to support my family again. And this coaching opportunity gives me that chance to make enough money to where I don't need that assistance. And that is the ultimate goal, to be self-sufficient, so to speak, again. Another more long-term goal is to do things like pay off our mortgage, eventually be debt-free, and again, just being able to live within what we can personally attain from this hard work that we're doing, and the energy that we're putting into helping other people, helping ourselves, and this job. And then obviously probably the biggest reason that we've done this is for our family. Do you want to speak
Sure.
on Isaac's?
Being parents of kids with special needs, recently I had someone ask me, kind of this light bulb went off for them, and they said, wow, when will Isaac move out and be on his own? And I responded with, never. And I think their realization of his inability to have independence. So Isaac would either live with us or in a group home. Group homes aren't cheap. To find one of good quality that you would personally want to live in, let alone entrust your child to, those are overwhelming and daunting things, and we don't want to leave that up to state funds. We want to have some control in that, and we want to see Isaac have the healthy, meaningful life that he's able that he should have, that he deserves. We have several other kids with special needs that are most likely going to be able, with medication and some other things, to be able to live independently. But we don't know that. But our goal would be to see our family here, the 9 of us, being able to pay our bills on time, being able to make to live with it, and to not just live within our means, but to be able to not have to just do those decisions like, am I going to get meds or am I going to put gas in the van? And we want to be able to provide for our family in the short term and eventually the long term. And we believe that being health coaches will enable us to do that, because we're going to be taking care of ourselves. And if we don't take care of ourselves, we won't be here for the long term. And those are pretty important things. The financial benefits would be a plus. But personally, I think we both really enjoy encouraging others. And that encourages us. That ultimately helps us as we parent our kids. It helps us as we battle our own issues. So becoming health coaches is one of the better choices I think we've ever made. I think the best choice was getting married. I'd agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you notice a little bit ago that the sun through there? It was documented on the video. That might be the only sun that we see for like the next 10 days, so it's a good thing we did this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go exercise now, and if you just sat here for 12 minutes and watched this, you need to get up and go exercise too. Bye.
Bye.